One time last summer, it was July, Lauren and Camille and I went out to dinner, and Lauren said she had been talking to someone, and we were like kind of shocked, and I'm joking. And she said, I'm talking to Mark, and I'm considering moving up there. And she was serious this time, and I've truly never seen her this serious and this excited and this sure about something. And so I felt confident about this as well. With Mark, it's always been different. He makes her so incredibly happy. I mean, she moved to Northwest Iowa to be with him. You know? It's true. My grandma passed away recently, and I know that she was so happy to know that Lauren had met him, and my grandpa as well, just because he is, Mark, you're truly one of the best things that's ever happened to Lauren. And our family is so very happy that you're a part of our life. And Lauren, she's my main girl, and I hated to see her leave Dallas, but I'm so happy that she's happy, and I wish you guys the best and all the love in the world.
I look at you, I see myself, and it always takes me home. I think of us and where we stand, how we've seen each other grow. Far away we travel by. Keep me warm. 1,000 miles of empty space, but you still fill the hole. You drive me home. You drive me home. You drive me home.
Good afternoon and welcome. We're here today for a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, family, and one of life's greatest moments, uniting two people, Mark and Lauren, in marriage. Today, Mark and Lauren, your lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. Today is a time to pause, look back, and smile at all of the moments that brought Mark and Lauren here, and a time to look ahead at all of the moments that are still to come. Neither Mark nor Lauren could have predicted that they would be here today, but they did have a bit of an arrangement. They decided that if neither of them were married by the ripe age of 23, they would reconnect and tie the knot. Unfortunately, as we all know, 23 comes sooner than expected. Some time passed until one day Lauren received a text message from an old friend that read, "We might not be 23 anymore, but what about 30? Both Mark and Lauren are hardworking, funny, and thoughtful. They're dedicated and steadfastly loyal to their family and friends, and above all else, determined to follow through with their teenage pact to become husband and wife. Mark and Lauren You two indisputably got it right when it came to selecting the one person to spend the rest of your life with. I feel incredibly lucky to be your friend and to be sharing this moment with you. And I know everyone else here feels exactly the same. The two of you are about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to all of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to each other, every experience I'm going to have, I want to have it with you. You're saying, you know all of those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed of? Well, I meant it, every word. I want you to look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, partner, co-dog parent. Now you're going to say a few words that will take you across the threshold, and things will never be quite the same. After these vows, you will say to everyone, "This is my husband. This is my wife."
As many of you probably don't know, Lauren and I got engaged exactly a year ago tomorrow. I wrote Lauren a cheesy poem to ask her to be my wife. I wanted to continue with my cheesy poem, so it kind of goes something like this. It started with this girl who had this boy from the start. No matter what life threw at them, it couldn't keep them apart. The boy in all the pictures is a very lucky man. The only problem is there's no ring on your left hand. The moral of the story is I'm nothing without you. You're everything I've hoped for and proof that dreams do come true. It isn't a big secret that I need you in my life. Will you start a life with me and join me as my wife? Fast forward a complete year now, and the big day's finally here. The reason that you're in my life is more than crystal clear. Here's the start of our new future, together till the end. You've become more than my wife, you've become my best friend. As we start our family and each day write a new page, I promise to love you always in front of this big stage. I can't imagine sharing this story with anyone but you. There never was any question, of course I say I do. Lauren, I'm honestly the luckiest guy in the world. You gave up basically everything to make us happen, and I could never thank you enough. I promise to always put you first, always be your biggest supporter, and most of all, I promise to love you with everything I have, every single day the rest of my life.
Mark, my memories of us began at the age of 10. I can vividly remember exactly where I was when you had your friend hand me a note asking if I would be your girlfriend. After that day in the 5th grade hallway of Sioux Center Middle School, you never walked out of my life. You have seen me grow, travel, move and move and move, but have never strayed. You have always been so supportive of my ambitions, dreams, and goals, even if it meant us parting ways. I wouldn't be the woman I am today without your support, friendship, and love. Without your push to follow my dreams, I'm not sure that we would be standing here. So thank you for pushing me. Here I stand on my 30th birthday, marrying the very first man who left a mark in my life. I think that is pretty damn special. Your drive and hard work is undeniable. Your support, your guidance, and your patience during these last few months have gotten us here. And right here is where I love you more than I did 20 years ago. Mark, please know if you ever forget which direction to go, or lose sight of where you came from, or believe that no one is standing beside you, always remember that I am. I know you have about 400 other women to take care of, the cows, so I promise to always be your biggest supporter, your best friend, and the best dressed cowgirl in Northwest Iowa.
Will you, Mark, keep Lauren as your favorite person, to laugh with her, travel with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, and grow old with her?
I will.
Will you, Lauren, take Mark as your favorite person, to laugh with him, travel with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, and grow old with him?
I will.
By the power vested in me, by the great state of Texas, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss.
Okay, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt Johnson. I've had the pleasure of knowing Mark ever since a heated cattle showmanship contest at the Sioux County Fair back in the summer of '97. Over the years, we went to schools in neighboring towns. We played baseball and wrestling and football against each other when we were younger, and then we kind of stayed in touch, but our friendship really blossomed when we got into college at South Dakota State. I'm sure everybody that knows Worm has a story or two to tell about his, let's call it, strong personality. But I just wanted to share a couple of them that kind of take me back. So the first is back when my now wife, Melissa, was my girlfriend. One day over lunch at a place we frequented, the Pizza Hut buffet, Worm sent me up for some breadsticks. I left my phone on the table. At most places you're pretty safe there. I did not know how much of a colossal mistake that was. So afterwards I got back to the table, we finished lunch and headed back to the farm. We had to clean the cattle yard. So I was in the skid loader because I was the boss. And then I put Worm on the end of the shovel. So all of a sudden I check my phone and I'm getting some concerning messages from my girlfriend. And before long, she had broken up with me right then and there in the skid loader. I'm usually pretty calm, but I got a little flustered, I'm not gonna lie. Well, some time goes by, and I am calling, and it's going to voicemail, and it's just can't get through, and so pretty soon I'm having a full mental breakdown. And I look over in the corner, and Worm is just rolling. Well, it turns out when I left my phone on the table at the Pizza Hut, Worm had switched Melissa's contact and his contact in my phone. So I'd actually been texting Mark all afternoon long. Lauren, you're extremely kind and genuine and sincere. And most of all, you're just hardcore enough to keep Worm in line. And I know I speak for everyone when I say it's been an honor to get to know you, and I could not imagine being a more perfect fit for my best friend. Worm, we've been through a lot, buddy. And I say this with the utmost sincerity. I don't know if I've ever met anybody with a bigger heart, and I've never been more proud of you than I am right now. So if everybody could raise their glasses to Mark and Lauren.
My name is Jordan, if you don't know me. Lauren and I grew up together in Kansas City. She's one of my oldest friends from home. And we've seen each other through a lot over the years, a lot of moves, a lot of cities. And she's basically like a sister to me. When I took a chance to move to Dallas, having Lauren here was like having a piece of home here for me. And I feel really lucky to have a friend like Lauren and to have had that piece of home in Dallas. And so, for Lauren and Mark, as you guys start the next chapter of your lives together, I hope that you find that same piece of home together, that you're able to make each other laugh and find security and comfort in one another. Cheers.
Mark, I want to welcome you to the family. I couldn't be happier to have you as a son-in-law. I mean, you're an incredible young man. You're very talented. I might even get a little emotional. First of all, I know Taryn gave you a little crap about being a Northwest Iowa boy, but I'm telling you, I may move to Northwest Iowa. I grew up there, I'm born and raised there, and I tell you what, you never get too far from it. And as I've gotten to know you better, more and more, better and better, hell, I may be moving back. There's something about that. There's just something about it, I'm telling you. I mean, you got the 3 C's. My kids know what that means. Competence, character, chemistry, principles, and values. You got it all. And I tell you what, that's just a good old Northwest Iowa boy. I spend 24/7, 365 working with pigs. I don't know, for 25-some years, that's all I've done. Pigs today, pigs tomorrow, pigs this week, next week, pigs, 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 all right? It's not a bad thing. I love it. It's challenging. But I'm telling you, there's something about cows and calves. There's something about cowboys. When I grow up, I still want to be a cowboy. And it is, honest to God, it's therapy. I don't think it ever leaves a flatlander farm boy like myself. And the time that we've spent with you and your friends, many are here, working, just the little bit of time I get to work with some cows and calves and get another kind of dirty, oh, I tell you what, love it. It just keeps me sane. You've saved my life. And you're a tough knocking guy. I like that about you too. You know what, at first it really bothered me. It bothered me a lot where you seem to be taking this guff about the way you dress, the wardrobe that you have. And I'm going, man, I love it. There's nothing wrong with that wardrobe. I mean, cowboy boots, Red Wings, flannel shirts, vests. I'm going to change as soon as I'm done here and come back with that on there. So, there's a little saying, I think it really fits as I close my little dissertation here. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back, which is tough in Northwest Iowa. May the sun shine warm on your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. God bless both of you. Mark and Lauren, you mean a ton to me. Best wishes always.